Hello and welcome to Doing More. I'm Erica Cardenas. As the school year comes to an end and we prepare for the summer, we decided to visit the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley where summer fun begins. The Boys and Girls Club of the Valley's mission is to empower young people, especially those who need it most. It's a place where the youth skills get reinsured, resiliency becomes present, and success is prevalent, all to prepare each child for adulthood. We're here at the Boys and Girls Club, the Jerry and Helen Wisotsky Peoria branch, located in Peoria, Arizona. Let's take a look at how club kids learn, engage, achieve, and progress, all while having fun.
Boys and Girls Clubs of the Valley has been around for over 75 years in our community, serving thousands and thousands of kids. Right now we are in 11 cities and we have 27 clubs all throughout Maricopa County. You know, when you come to Boys and Girls Club, we want every child, teen, family to feel like this is their second home, that this is a safe place for them to be out of school time. They can come here and get help with their homework. They can be in a computer center. They can have fun. They can do sports and recreation, art, and also have 2 meals or 1 meal a day, depending on the time of year.
Today we're here at the Peoria branch for the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley to unveil and have a ribbon cutting for our Cox Innovation Lab. Now this is something that I've looked forward to for a long time. In fact, for the past 25 years, I have lived and raised my family in the Peoria community. And so this is something so exciting for me, but so excited for the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley and for this local community to be able to have their youth attend the Boys and Girls Club branch here and to enjoy this beautiful space, which is now the Cox Innovation Lab.
Kids who come here are going to have access to state-of-the-art computer equipment, Wi-Fi access, a 3D printer, laser printers, everything you can only dream of, and making sure every youth here in Peoria has access to that. We've had a very long-standing relationship with Cox, not only as a company, as a corporation, a good citizen, but with so many individual employees of Cox who come out and volunteer at our clubs and interact with our kids.
It's important for Cox to share this type of technology with the Boys and Girls Club and members of this community to allow them to experience that technology in their lives, to grow those skills that will help them in their further education and eventually in any career path that they choose.
Once we started to come out of the pandemic, some of the things we learned that our kids really needed was a little bit of help with their academics, so catching up on that learning loss, but also that emotional, mental health, behavioral health, interaction with other kids. So we created a program called LEAP, and it's really intentional to focus on phonics, reading, and math skills, as well as community involvement, volunteerism, social, emotional, interacting with your peers and adults in a fun way. Whether you want to do sports or recreation or art or STEM, build drones or play, even go on field trips, please come, look online, come visit a club so you can get more information how your family can attend Boys and Girls Clubs at no cost this summer.
I'll be right back with Doing More right after this. Welcome back to Doing More. We're here at the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley Peoria branch, located in Peoria, Arizona. For thousands of children, the Boys and Girls Club is a safe refuge where they can learn, play, grow, and be strong and resilient young adults. And through the LEAP program, each club member will help address the equity gap by increasing youth and teen social, emotional, learning, and academic success opportunities using proven, evidence-informed programming. Just like the Boys and Girls Club of Oklahoma, where club kids get to explore safe internet, play fun games, get help with homework and tutoring, and much more.
Oftentimes when people think of Boys and Girls Clubs, they just think of an after-school program, a daycare, and we are so much more than that. Our mission is truly to change the trajectory of the kids' lives that we serve. Of course, we want our kids to have fun, but we're here to make sure that they have great futures.
So like most nonprofits, when a crisis hits, in this case the pandemic, we had to step up and do a whole lot more for a lot more people with maybe less resources than we are typically used to having. We were packing our buses full of food every single day, driving that out to different places in the county every day and distributing food to kids. We have a wide range of impact emotionally from the pandemic. So we have worked very hard to provide programming for resiliency and coping skills. Our recent growth is just directly attributable to trying to respond to the needs of kids in Oklahoma County and where we thought we could do the most to help kids recover from some of these setbacks. And also just come and have a really fun time at the club and meet friends and kind of feel like a normal kid again. To watch the challenges these kids are going through and to try and rally around those families and provide as many resources as we can and as many referrals as we can to others that have resources we don't has been something we've never had to do at this level before.
There's a variety of ways people can become involved with the Boys and Girls Club. People can give their time, they can give their treasure, and they can give both. Of course, we need donations to help keep us running and help us further our mission of helping the youth that need us most. But we also really love volunteers. Our kids love having people from the community coming out to mentor them, to tell them about their job, to play basketball, to do arts and crafts with them, and really soak up that attention from an adult who cares about them.
At Boys and Girls Club, part of our mission is to help the kids who need us most. And what is so rewarding is to know that our staff here every single day are doing all that they can do to help kids have great futures and become the kids they were meant to be.
What inspires me about the Boys and Girls Club is I know what I'm doing every single day makes a difference in a kid's life. I may not see it today, and I may not see it tomorrow, but we've had kids come back who have graduated, had kids of their own, and they've attributed where they are to the Boys and Girls Club. The statistic that really impacts me every single day is that 54% of club alumni said the club saved their life. If you'd like to become involved with the Boys and Girls Club, visit our website at bgcokc.org and click Get Involved.
The Joy Bus Diner, a nonprofit restaurant, serves up great meals from tasty breakfast to an amazing lunch, all for a wonderful cause. Let's take a look.
Oh my gosh, this looks so good. We love coming here for breakfast or lunch.
We do too.
I wonder how long we've been coming here, maybe 6 years or so? How did you find this?
Well, my brother Steve, who's a cancer survivor, located on Yelp when he was here visiting from Indiana. Loved it, told us, the rest is history. We're here as often as we can get here.
What was the story behind the start of this?
Well, Jennifer had a friend, Joy, who was struggling with ovarian cancer. And she started, being Jennifer, cooking for her and delivering home-cooked meals and a visit to Joy every week just to help keep her spirits up. Hence the name Joy Bus.
Everything is made with the cancer patient's care in mind. All the meals are made with fresh, organic, non-GMO ingredients, and they're delivered each week by volunteers.
Well, the nice thing is this is really more than a meal. You know, you get the home visit, obviously, from the volunteers bringing the food, but they spend a little bit of time with you. It's kind of inspirational, it's encouraging. When you deal with cancer patients, and I've been a cancer survivor myself, that whole time period during treatment is so critical to have you stay positive. And that's what this home visit does.
And we're both cancer survivors, and we know every time we come here, we're actually helping fund that great project.
It's really great what she's been able to do, especially during COVID times when she had to close the diner, which helps support her program. But she kept her meal delivery program going with her volunteers, and in fact, grew it immensely during COVID. And now she's reopened the diner.
She takes care of over 100 patients a week right now.
Yeah, well, if you haven't heard the good news, there's an expansion plan. A new home for the Joy Bus Diner. It's 4,000 square feet. It's really close by. And because of that, we're going to probably have 300 meal visits a week.
And this project, as I understand, is going to triple that.
And with the community partnerships, the larger kitchen, larger pantry, Jennifer and her volunteers are going to be able to do up to 2,500 meals a week. And then Jennifer, of course, is now creating something brand new. It's an organic food pantry for cancer patients, and she's always wanting to give back, so Jennifer is going to actually create a new culinary training program for young adults who have also been affected by cancer. It's incredible.
It's amazing how this has grown in a mere 10 years.
Wow.
From her 2 friends she was delivering meals to who were suffering from cancer to what we have now, and her dream of growing it so much bigger.
The Joy Bus Diner really does need our help to do all this amazing work. It's going to take businesses, individuals, foundations to fund this project.
Well, we clearly have a lot of work to do, so eat up and let's get to work.
But remember what Jennifer always says.
Make it happen!
We'll be right back. Welcome back to Doing More, where we shine a light on the good things happening in our communities. We're here at the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley Peoria Branch's gym, where we prepare to leap into summer fun. Did you know that May is known as National Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month? It's a time to commemorate the immigration of the first Japanese people to the United States. Plus, it's an annual celebration that recognizes the historical and cultural contributions to the U.S. made by individuals and groups of Asian and Pacific Islander descent to the U.S. And in recognition of AAPI Heritage Month, we traveled to Las Vegas to visit with Tim Wong, President and CEO of Arkada Associates, Inc. Take a look.
We've been very fortunate to have been a NASA contractor for over 30 years. We've been involved in everything from helping to design the battery system that went on the Mars Sojourner to getting involved in the design, development, test, and evaluation of the Orion space vehicle, which will take humans onto the moon and onto Mars. But today, our work is largely in support of the International Space Station. We have other folks that are working at Goddard Space Flight Center in support of the James Webb Space Telescope, which will replace the Hubble. We have folks in Southern California that are supporting next generation X-planes, the supersonic and hypersonic transport vehicles. One thing that probably most people don't know is that Arkada is the only company to have won 4 national awards from NASA as an agency. The prime contractor of the year twice, and the subcontractor of the year twice for the entire agency, which is unprecedented. Nobody else has been able to do that. So we're extremely proud of that as well. Arkada is probably most known for its work at the Air Warfare Center at Nellis. I mean, we have been supporting the Air Warfare Center both as a prime contractor and a subcontractor for about 42 years. Buck, my father, is the founder and first CEO of the company. He started the company in 1979. He had always been an entrepreneur. He had a background in aerospace. He went to the Merchant Marine Academy. He got an MBA from Stanford. He was in the U.S. Naval Reserve. But he had started a number of companies after he went to Stanford Business School. And the very first contract was here at Nellis. And that kind of was the beginnings of what we have as Arkada Associates today. My father always wanted to make sure that the family was involved in the business. Even though I had graduated from high school and he started Arkada, every winter break, every summer break, I worked for the company. And then when I graduated from college, I had originally thought I would be going on to law school, but he had me speak to a few friends of his that are attorneys, and they suggested that I spend some time working in the real world before going back to law school. So I started working for the company. My dad, he said, you know what, you need to work from the bottoms up. So they handed me a broom and said, you know, you go take care of that. And I worked in every single department within the company, eventually taking over an entire division. And then in 1993, I took the challenge. I decided to take over the company. We moved in some different directions from where we had in the past, and we're celebrating our 42nd year this year. I've done so many neat things. Walk up the gantry tower and look into the space shuttle as it was on the launch pad at Kennedy Space Center. Flown in helicopters, surveying ranges out in Saudi Arabia. Just a lot of different things that I would never have a chance to do if I decided to become an environmental lawyer. It's been a long ride here, and we've enjoyed every moment of it.
We also made our way to San Diego, California to celebrate AAPI through Mindful Mural, an artistic duo that shares a colorful Asian American experience.
So Mindful Murals is a artist duo. It's me and my husband. We paint interactive artwork for schools and public places. Mindful Murals, the name behind it was to communicate that we think a little beyond just painting art on a wall. We work with the community members. We develop artwork that could really transform spaces and transform lives and ultimately be functional. So this mural was made possible through the city of San Diego. I worked with the nonprofit group that I volunteer for called Viet Vote to develop a concept that was meant to celebrate the Year of the Tiger and also something that we wanted to depict the Asian American experience. So the concepts behind me, the woman that I wanted to depict, she wears a stoic expression. You know, the Asian American experience for a lot of women that I know, we wear a lot of trauma, a lot of pain, and we still have to survive. The ocean represents the refugee journey. It represents the distance between the Vietnamese people here and the families that we left behind in Vietnam. The sky, it's made up of blue fabric to represent the fabrics that we use for our beautiful dresses and beautiful Vietnamese fashion. The tattoos is a tribute to the tattoo culture that Vietnamese fishermen used to wear on their bodies. The flowers behind me, they are flowers that you would see during the Tet Festival. What they mean is just like life and good luck and good fortune. So the woman wears the energy of the tiger, and it's emerging to show the spirit of the Vietnamese people and how resilient we are and how fearless we have to be when approaching all life's challenges. The mural is really important for me, and I know it's really important for the Vietnamese people here too, because being a first-generation immigrant, we struggle with visibility, where we want to be able to share our stories and celebrate our culture with everybody.
The mural is personal for me because I was born and raised in this area, and for the past 36 years I used to take this street to go to school. It used to be just like a blank wall or a wall filled with graffiti. This mural is special because it showcases the talent that's in this neighborhood, and hopefully more people with talent can come into this area and make more murals that can inspire people.
It's very rewarding for me to be able to paint a mural that resonates with the community, and it makes me feel really, really proud knowing that I'm able to represent for not only the Vietnamese community, but for to show up as an AAPI artist and prove to people that it can be done.
What a great way of doing more. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Doing More. We're getting ready to leap into summer fun here at the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley, located in Peoria, Arizona. And we want to give a special thank you to the wonderful artists for creating this personalized artwork for us. Our final stop was at the Asian Corporate and Entrepreneur Leaders in celebration of National Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month.
We've been around since 2006 and really just started as a small networking organization to bring Asian American professionals together. It started off with a few networking events, 20, 30 people show up, and then eventually grow bigger and bigger each time and get to like 60, 70, 80 people. So we start developing programs such as a mentoring program and focusing on also leadership development. We eventually expanded to help our college students, which today we have 3 collegiate chapters here in Phoenix. We believe that professional development and leadership is such an important part in our community. And in this previous year, we had be able to not just only have Cox to start participating some of our event, and we also be able to recognize corporate leaders such as Larry Hoffer from Cox Communication, so that we be able to let our community know that somebody that look like us can actually be in the higher level of leadership. With the AAPI community, we have very strong culture. We believe that family is always a core value, and that's a closer circle. And we also believe that very strong work ethic. Working hard is just part of us, and that's how we grew up, and that's what we've been raised. Another set of core value that is supposed to be very efficient, but not always depending on other people, which make us very independent. There's a good and bad on this. Being independent, that means that we tend to be able to take matter in our own hand and solve it. In addition to that, we have the culture that respect the elder, senior authority. Even in the group, always make sure that be polite. It's important to recognize the heritage. It shouldn't be just in the month of May. It should be all the time, but to emphasize it in the month of May, it allow everyone to put a little bit more focus into doing so. Our membership is make up, although 80% are AAPI community, but then there's 20% are not. So member involved with our community, they usually focusing on leadership development, mentoring, and helping each other. And of course, the objective of our organization is to help upbringing AAPI community, that we can actually be able to pave a better way for the whole community.
I want to thank the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley Peoria branch for inviting us to experience the summer fun. For many years, the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley has been creating equity and opportunity for youth through academic, social, and workforce opportunities. Most importantly, they work to develop strong character and leadership skills by creating positive connections to caring young adults and their community. So make a generous donation today to the Boys and Girls Club of the Valley and ensure a successful future for a young mind. Happy Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. I'm Erica Cardenas. See you next time.